Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim for The Real Sports Talk. You can hit me up on Twitter at CashKelly_TRST. That's spelled with a K. And then you can also like The Real Sports Talk on Facebook. Yet another NBA playoff game 1 is in the books now as the Lakers defeat the Denver Nuggets 103-88. And here's how things went down. We'll begin with some stats for the Nuggets. Kenneth Faried had 10 points. 8 rebounds, 7 of them coming on the defensive end, 1 block, and 1 turnover. He had a pretty nice game for them. Danilo Gallinari, 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He is a pretty underrated overall player. Kofu started at center, but only got about 12 minutes, had 0 total points, 5 rebounds, and 2 of those came on the offensive side. Aaron Aflalo had a disappointing game today, only 9 points, 3 of 11 from the field, so he really struggled there. 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Ty Lawson also shot 3 of 11 with only 7 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Off the bench, you did get a good contribution from Al Harrington, who's been struggling with some injuries, had 10 points and 5 rebounds. Andre Miller, 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Andre Miller has been one of the most underrated point guards in the NBA in the last 10 seasons. I got to see him here in Philly for quite a while, and he's been with Denver, Portland, numerous other teams, and he's good at what he does. He's a good overall distributor. He has games where he can go off, but that's not normally his style. But I know that he did have like a 50-point game last year, I think, with the Blazers. But for the most part, you can count on he's going to get you close to 10 assists every game. He's going to get you some rebounds. He's a good overall leader, too, and I think that that's something that's kind of lost in the point guard position sometimes. Corey Brewer in 23 minutes, 3 of 6, 11 points off the bench for the Nuggets. And Timothy Moskov also had 6 points, along with JaVale McGee and Jordan Hamilton adding 2 points. For the Lakers side of things, Pau Gasol 6 of 14, 1 of 2 from behind the 3-point line, 8 rebounds and 8 assists, 13 total points. Nice game for him. Devin Ebanks had a really solid first half, 12 points, 5 rebounds. I don't believe he scored in the second half, but he was scoring. And really, Kobe Bryant did not do a ton in the first half because he didn't take a ton of shots because really it wasn't necessary. Other guys on this team were stepping up, like Ebanks, and he was carrying them through a decent part of that second quarter. Andrew Bynum in 36 minutes today, 5 of 7 from the field, 13 rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive, 10 blocks, 10 points. Really good overall game. You'd hope that you can get in a big game that he'll get closer to 15 or 17 points. But 10 blocks is really nice and 13 rebounds. Really impressive overall game from him. Kobe Bryant came on strong later in this game when the game was pretty much out of reach anyway. Did not take a ton of shots early, but he heated up later in this game. Shot 11 of 24. That's right about what he always shoots. It's 45% approximately. And then rebounding-wise, he had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 31 total points, only turned it over twice today. And then Ramon Sessions, 6 of 11, 14 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. I think the best way that the Lakers are going to have success is if we see more games like this where the wealth is spread, so to speak. I would like to see Kobe Bryant play the way he did in the fourth quarter kind of throughout the game, or spread those 31 points a little bit more than what he did. But when Andrew Bynum's in double figures and he's blocking 10 shots, when Pau Gasol's getting you 10 rebounds and 10 points, that's when they're going to be most successful. And then you have guys like Ebanks stepping up. Steve Blake off the bench had 9 points, was 3 of 6 from downtown. Jordan Hill got 10 points off the bench, 5 of 10 from the field. Matt Barnes did not have a great game offensively, but he did have 6 total rebounds. When they get everyone involved, I think that is when they're able to be so successful, and that's when I look at them and think that maybe this team could contend against a team like the Spurs, Thunder, or Grizzlies. When they play like they just give Kobe Bryant the ball and stand around and wait for him to do something like they did pretty much that last Sunday game against the Thunder. In a really big series, they might be able to win 1 or 2 games like that, but it's not going to be sustainable throughout the entire playoffs. Kobe Bryant's going to be the best player on this team. There's no questions about that. Kobe Bryant's Kobe Bryant, but the rest of the team has to play an important role, and once they get Meta World Peace's defense back, that's going to help them as well. So Lakers win Game 1 by a score of 103-88. I'm Tim for The Real Sports Talk. Like us on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter, CashKelly_TRST. That's Cash Kelly, KASHKELLY _TRST.